Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Breath of Fire 3 walkthrough. At the end of the last video there I was talking about fishing and making some cash, and I didn't realize it, but the Barrandee, which I think is fished up right here, yeah, is worth 1,000 zenny just to vendor it. So amazing fish. They're a pain in the butt, and they're usually found in the very deep waters, meaning you need to use the excuse me, the bamboo rod, or at least that's the only rod that I've got that can really cast a decent distance. So not a really easy fish to get a hold of, but when you can, I hauled in 3 of them, and again, like I said, they're worth 1,000 zenny a pop. So a combination of selling that a Barrandee, and then I actually sold a bunch of my equipment that I just had duplicates of that I didn't really think that I needed. I was able to get to 10,000 zenny. So there you have it, which is the price to hire Emitai. So I'm going to head on in here and do that. Nothing. Here's his daughter. Teddy can't make any money now that the Contest of Champions is closed for good. Which is, so, obviously he was lying, and there was not, his daughter, and I don't know if there was hints at it earlier on in the game, but his daughter is just fine. And so again, they were making up the whole, the daughter's not going to be able to, afford the treatment or whatever. But anyways, it says, once upon a time in the Contest of Champions, I was known as the Mighty Emitai, but I've been down on my luck. Ever since I threw a match to some kids whose friends were being held hostage, now I don't have any money to pay off the mortgage on this wonderful house and prime real estate it's on. I'd like to make a deal. If you give me 10,000 zenny, I'll teach you all my magic. What do you say? Yeah, I definitely want to do that. Wow, it really is 10,000 zenny. I never thought I'd really get... All right, then, a deal is a deal. I'll teach you everything I know. All right, so at this point, I am going to... apprentice Ryu and Gar. Alright, that is that. Nope, nobody else wants to apprentice. And at this point we can get out of here. So downstairs is basically a teleporter. These become active later on in the game, but we can't do anything with them for the time being. They are very handy actually to get around the world, but all right, so what I am going to end up doing here is probably, yeah, I'll probably do some stuff in the next area and actually just start leveling. So that was my goal, was to level as little as possible until I get to Emitai. And, Ryu... level 7 here, again, that's really as low as he possibly can be at this point in the game because of the Gar fight at the end of Angel Tower. So, actually here, let me show you here what Emitai is bringing to the table. So let's take a look at the master list. And there he is. So AP +4, intelligence +4, power and defense -2. So you end up +4 as far as stats go. So very efficient. But also, power and defense, I'm not as I don't feel that as I don't feel are as important as like AP and mostly AP, honestly. And then on top of that, eventually here, what I'll probably do is head back into Mount Zublo and grab some more proteins. Proteins give you a +1 permanent, to your defense. And so, because they are so easy to get, I definitely I put more value on things like AP and intelligence and agility. Power and defense are actually fairly easy to get. It's either the power food, right, for the power, or the protein for the defense. And I just think that those are a lot easier to get a hold of than some of the other permanent, like, stat increase items. Swallow Eyes are actually, I believe, the toughest, which honestly makes somebody like Delonzo very, very valuable as well. because of her, you know, +1 that she can get per level. But on top of that, though, I really do want to try out like a caster type Gar. I've literally never done that before, and honestly, that's not really what he's oriented to with his passives. But I want to try it out. And then on top of that, Ryu, I always just have loved as more of a caster oriented, because dragon transformations cost so much AP, and the upkeep is expensive as well. And so I want to be able to, you know, in boss battles, stay in dragon form as long as I can. And, you know, having a bunch of extra AP now from leveling with Emitai is really going to catapult my AP. So basically all of that hard work in the first half of the game is just now finally going to be paying off. And so, again, I'm probably going to do some stuff off camera, and actually start working on building up the fairy village as well. I'll be, you know, doing a bunch of random encounters and then heading into the fairy village to check on things, and then I'll just be repeating the process. I may do some more footage here, but yeah, so I suspect that will be the next part of the video. Okay, so I have done an unbelievable amount of leveling and working on the fairy village. I mean, I've basically got the fairy village completely built. The only thing that I'm missing in there is actually I want to get I need to swap out some of the like fairies that I don't really like for fairies that are a little bit better, but that will be you know, a project I work on. But anyways, the first thing I'm going to do here is actually stop in with Emitai and learn some abilities here. So it looks like Ryu has gained a deeper understanding of my magic. As a reward, I give you this. Barrier. Looks like Gar has gained a deeper understanding of my magic. As a reward, I give you this. Mind Sword. And let's say no, I don't want to quit. And let's talk to him again. Ryu has gained another deeper understanding. So there's Enlighten. And I believe that, so that must be it. So I thought he had more skills to learn, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So let's head on out here and take a look. Actually, here, let me, we'll just take a look here at these skills. So Enlighten and Barrier. So Barrier, raise one target's magic defense. Enlighten raises user's intelligence. And then Mind Sword, attack target with magic sword. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, Mind Sword is, like, amazing. So I'm probably going to give that a shot, but... Alright, so I also, I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous blurb there, but I think I got the fish out of here. So the red catfish, the bass, Martian squid... you know, certainly the red catfish is usable over here for this this Manilo that we can fish up right there, and also, you know, the Barrandy is found there. You know what? I'm gonna stop in here at the checkpoint. I know there's a door in here that we can't actually open yet, but healing herb. Wow, that is pathetic. 80 Zenny and nothing. This is the locked door here, and nothing in there. Well, yeah, that is really pathetic. All right, so let's head back in. Actually, you know what? I want to show you something here. So I'm gonna head actually just into the Ogre Road for the time being. So again, I'm playing this, you know, on an emulator, and so. It's kind of wild how quickly you can do this stuff with, you know, basically a fast forward. So I'll just kind of show you my process here. Basically, you know, all of the time passage in the fairy village is based off of your random encounters. And so the faster that you can crank out random encounters here, the faster... you know, we can build the fairy village. Wow, I've just got 2 Goo Titans back to back. It's actually kind of impressive. I mean, obviously, I'm just shredding everything now. My characters are around, like, level 20-ish, 20, 23, somewhere in there. So that should give you some idea of how much time I've spent here as well. I mean, this has been like literal hours spent, and you know, I have it's literally it's only Ryu and Gar right now. Honestly, probably, I mean, definitely overboard. I didn't really need to go, you know, ham like this. But this again, I think I had mentioned. I don't know if it was earlier in this video or if it was the previous video, but like this is kind of my favorite part of the game, where, you know, Emitai becomes available, and we're actually able to build up the fairy village. I love the fairy village. I can't say how much I love that aspect of the game. I think it's just one of the coolest things in any RPG I've ever played. And I think Breath of Fire 2 had a similar aspect to it. So, all right, so what I'm going to do here, and, you know, I kind of described this a little bit earlier, but one of the things that you want to do is save outside the fairy village, because a lot of what happens inside is determined immediately as you enter. And so I'm actually going to take a quick, or a save state here, and then I'm going to go inside. And let's take a look at the board. So it says Barry has finished exploring, and then I've got a bunch of my fairies working on copying items for me. And so what I do here is this first building here is where I put a bunch of my copying fairies. And the reason for that is this fairy in particular is the one that I usually give like a really, really good item or a very difficult item that I want to try to copy. And of course, okay, so this one says that, so she said she's not ready yet, so I'm actually going to reload my save state outside, go back into the Ogre Road, and then I'm going to try to do some more random encounters here. To try to get it so that, because I just kind of jumped the gun, I guess, a little bit, and I attempted to go there a little bit too early. Before that actual item was done. Now, you know, especially with the copy shop, and I really probably should do another walkthrough on it. I know I did one, you know, years ago. I should maybe actually also take a look at it just to see how, you know, accurate it is, or if there's anything that I need to add to it. But anyways, the you know, in my opinion, the copy shop is the most valuable aspect to it. Okay, where was I? Yeah, I'm going to do a quick save here again in front, or at the entrance here. Basically, you know, you can, you know, if you're not playing on an emulator, you need to save outside, which is the smarter idea. And the reason for that is because, again, immediately as you enter, that's what determines whether or not your copy was successful. So here is a fail. So I am going to reload, and also, you know, maybe instead of just doing this over and over and over again, because oftentimes, okay, well, there, and it was successful, of course. So there's my, I got my item, the Ouroboros ×2. The Ouroboros is a staff for Nina that also can cast Raise the Dead. So basically, I use this as kind of one of those items that I like if I want to save on ammonia, right? I'll use this out of the inventory instead. Now again, so what I do here is this is the fairy that I give the important item to, and basically what I do is I just keep reloading my game until this fairy is successful. And you know, I think it's important to, or the best idea is to put this copy shop here. Because she's the closest to the entrance of the area. So let's copy another one of those. So, you know, sometimes, unfortunately, though, this stuff can be a real bear to get copied. Some of this stuff is just really difficult. Now, the rest of my copy shops here, all I do is I give them Swallow Eyes. So, you know, it takes a little bit to build up, because I think I only came in here with 2 of them. But then I just, you know, I keep restocking these fairies with those Swallow Eyes. And so I do the initial building there is my first copy shop, And then this is the second one. And then I've got, I can't remember how many more rooms. But we'll see here. And this, unfortunately, this takes it's kind of time consuming, but like running with this with fast forward is amazing. It's this whole process is just amazing. I don't know. I got a little bit spoiled, I think, when I started playing that pixel remaster of Final Fantasy VI, and now, I mean, to be fair, this isn't the first game that I've played on the PS or PPSSPP emulator. I've really done I spent a lot of time playing Final Fantasy Tactics, and the fast forward in that is, it's just so nice. I love it. So it's just, a lot of this stuff is, I don't know, kind of busy work and time consuming busy work at that. And so being able to just zip through these conversations I love it. So anyways, yeah, so I'm up to over 30 Swallow Eyes now, and that should probably give you a little bit of an idea of how much time I've spent doing this. There's another 2 more. Also, so one thing that you can do, let's just see here, did this fairy survive? She did. Okay. Oh, no, this is the wrong side. It's this one over here. Nope. Okay, so my fairy died. So I sent off one fairy on a distant mission. I've been trying to get rid of some of my, not so good fairies. But I'm at, I guess now with this death, I'm down to 19 fairies. And so, I'll just go do the same thing here and run around on the Ogre Road and try to, get into some more battles or finish more battles, however you want to say that, to pass even more time. And then I'll go back in and check on the village again. Now, I mean, okay, so that's the other thing I wanted to do here. My Ryu is actually 34. I thought I was only in the 20s still, but that is 34. So here you can see, 273 HP already. Now, he's got about 100 extra HP from all of the life shard farming that I did. But check at that AP total, 239. That is leveling, what was it, from level 7, I believe it was, all the way up to 34 with Emitai. And again, getting 4 AP in addition to, however much AP he would normally get for his levels as well. But the rest of his stats, his power stat isn't that great, right? Only 160. But I don't know. I think it's going to be fine. And then look at that intelligence stat, 216. I believe that's affecting his heals right now because they seem extremely powerful. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. I really need to do some more research on the actual intelligence stat. But honestly, I don't really care about that. I mean, the real win with Emitai, in my opinion, is the AP. Even Gar here has a pretty respectable amount of AP now as well. Starting at 7 at level 13. So he's put on, 20 levels and is now at 102. So he's almost got 100 AP via the leveling process. So as I said, I'm going to keep doing this just a little bit longer. I'm almost done. I feel like I really actually want to go recruit some of the other characters back and get them leveling as well because, this is nice because, Ryu and Gar alone are absolutely catapulting, their levels up. And, because it's literally only these two. So I'm only splitting the experience in half. And I just like this process also because I'm not using Monopolize, right? That just, that adds a bunch of extra time, and I can't really just, fast forward and do really, really quick battles if I'm constantly trying to use the Monopolize ability. So, again, you can see how crazy fast this is under fast forward. So I'm loving this. But anyways, I'm going to do another little cut here, and I don't know, I'll maybe make one more stop in at the fairy village, maybe also describe, getting a new fairy and, saving outside and stuff. Okay, so actually it looks like I did do, I'm going to sneak in some more footage here. This is with the Goo Titan, and I wanted to learn, I think it was time to blow. So I think they use time blow anytime below 25%. And so but the problem is these guys escape. It's something like half of the time. So it can be really, really difficult to learn this right now, or from these guys anyway. I think there's probably better characters, or probably a better enemy to actually. I know there's a better enemy to learn this from later. And I'll be honest, I don't think that Timed Blow is a good ability at all. It is very, very similar to the Sacrifice ability. And I honestly just don't really think that it's worthwhile. I generally learn it and then, take it off and never touch it again. So, but at least, yeah, you can at least kind of see how to learn it. But again, my recommendation is to not learn it here. And Goo Titans are worth too much experience, and they have like too good of drops to even, mess with having them potentially escape on you. Okay, so, man, this video is, I've got so many cuts in this one, I don't know how much more I should really do. But, so I actually have done even a little bit more leveling from that last little, like, blurb that I did there. So now my Ryu is up to, 37, Gar's 36, and, I've actually got a lot of amazing equipment as well. So actually let me go back into the fairy village here. So I'll just kind of show you how I'm set up for the time being. This isn't the final setup. I think I need one more. There's one more of these fairies I want to get rid of. It's this Vern fairy, but I'm really, really close to being completely done already. So again, culture at 7. That's honestly, I think, the first thing that you really want to do. Again, like in order to actually build up the fairy village, and I'll really have to do a video again, probably, because I just kind of feel like it. I love this place. But anyways, so I actually do have all 5 of my hunters, and it usually takes 5 hunters and maxed out hunters to keep enough food that you never have to worry about food ever again. And then the rest, basically, like the bulk of my character or my fairies are used for copying. So I've got, it ends up being, 10 light, like basically 10 fairies that are maxed out on the light blue, meaning that they will, or those 10 fairies will have the best chances of actually copying an item. So yeah, like I said, I've got, so that's 6, there's 7, 8, 9, and then I think my 10th one is, yeah, right here. So this is their names: Zero, Alpha, Yip, Green, Fowsway, Quinn, Grape, Iron, and Sloth. Again, all 10 of those are maxed out light blue bars. Now the rest here don't matter as much, but I've got Pooch, Pan, Moon, and then I'm going to try to grab one more. Now, these guys are, you can notice here, they've got a little bit less, light blue bar. So I need to find the last one here that I'll end up using. So what I'm going to be doing is sending this last fairy, the 20th fairy, out to do some how to say that, to be sacrificed, essentially, to do explorations. Also, I suppose I do have one other merchant, which is Jill here, and I don't know what I've got. Do I have, is this Handyman? Yeah, it's Handyman. Actually, you know what, let me go up here. I want to get the angling rod, and I'm guessing she should be able to have it now. Yeah, she's got it. I'll just buy a tiger claws here too. Tiger claws are for Pico. Here's the angling rod. And then I actually got a hidden dagger from one of my explorations that I did equip on Rio. I think Nina can actually use that as well. So I'm going to buy an additional one for her. The Holy Mantle here lowers the chance of meeting enemies. I don't know if I'll buy that, whereas the Bell Collar does the opposite and, raises the chances of meeting enemies. The Lion's Belt raises willpower. I'm not worried about that. But here's the real reason for keeping. Basically, what I do here at the end, or kind of after I've already purchased all the different things that I need from the shops, is I always leave a handyman to sell soul gems. These are amazing. So I'm going to pick up a couple of these. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm sorry. I don't have the coupons yet, so I don't want to dump a bunch of money or like dump more money into this than I really need to. Did I give you an item? Hang on a sec here. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I've got all of my fairies loaded up with Swallow Eyes. I've got to the point where I'm cranking out these things like crazy. And again, I know I've mentioned this a few times throughout the walkthrough, but Swallow Eyes, I would argue, are the best of the stat increasing items. The ability to permanently increase your agility and thus potentially get extra turns for your characters is phenomenal. So anyways, all right, I am actually gonna let's head through the Ogre Road here. I've been leveling here in the Ogre Road like crazy, obviously, and yeah, we're getting the double Goo Titans here. These guys are pretty amazing. And I also, so I've got magma armor on both Ryu and Gar now. I think I copied a magma armor. Oh, instant kill. So that's the hidden dagger. Every once in a while will trigger an instant kill from the enemies. So very, very good item. 660 XP. Love it. But yeah, let's finish this the Ogre Road out. The slasher enemy here, I already learned the Mind Flay ability from them, but if you haven't learned that from the Tidal Caves, you can learn it here. Normally this is where I learn it, and like I said, I didn't realize that it was learnable even earlier. So again, that was kind of one of those fun things that I learned this time around that I never really knew before. So anyways, yeah, these guys are just getting shredded now. I should take a look at my gear actually also. So again, Hidden Dagger, I got that from the Fairy Village. The Protectors is one of the vendors in the Fairy Village as well. Same with the Tiger's Cap. I had the Magma Armor, Hawk's Ring, and Midas Stone, or old gear. And then I did buy the Ice Halberd as well. That is from, again, Fairy Village, one of the merchants. Yeah, one of the weapon merchants. I can't remember if it's the speeder ability. Spiked Gauntlets, that's also from the Fairy Village there. I don't know if I'm going to keep these. They're nice, right? Because they increase your power. But the Protectors, in my opinion, are the best. The best like whatever shields in the game, because they resist status effects. I'm gonna swap out the Knight's Helm here for the Tiger Helmet. Just give him a little bit more power again, and those are buyable, in one of the shops. And then this looks okay. Artemis Cap for the time being, right, to just increase Gar's accuracy. And then I copied a bunch of my other items as well, like the Ring of Ice and Ring of Fire. Ring of Fires aren't going to be as useful as... well, they'll be useful for certain characters, those being the ones that actually can't equip Magma Armor. Basically anything, or any of the guys... I can't remember if Pico can actually equip Magma Armor or not, or if it's just the other male characters that aren't Pico. I can't remember, but yeah. And then unfortunately, though, if you want to get fire resistance for the female characters, you have to go a different route. So Horseradish. So these items are for one of the kind of quests later on in the game that we'll do. But yeah, we'll kind of cross that bridge once we get there. I think actually made multiple trips in here and chopped down a bunch of those, so I'll have more than enough for later on in the game. And let's just head over here, I think it is. Yeah, here's the chest. Hourglass. I don't actually remember what this does. Let me see here. Stops all but user for 3 turns. Well, that seems nuts. Yeah, I don't remember that, but that seems really overpowered. I actually got really lucky. So, I mean, well, I have fought so much. I mean, this is hours and hours at this point. And I actually have got some Swallow Eyes to drop from those enemies even. And the drop rate is just terrible. But, it's all about quantity, and I have, again, fought so many battles here that I've actually got them to drop. Alright, so next up, or I think this is pretty much the end, but we've got a boss, kind of a boss battle here. Boom. Also, let's, you know what, I think I probably don't really honestly need the Midas Stone anymore. Yeah, I think I can get rid of this now. You know what? No, let's leave that on. I am going to equip the spirit rings though. So I did get a bunch of spirit rings from the fairy village as well. Honestly, this is one of the best items or accessories in the entire game. Cuts AP usage by 50%. It's now kind of questionable if I really need this because I have so much AP from all these levels. Obviously, I mean, I've gone overboard, right? I mean, level 37 already. But, I mean, take a look at, Ryu's HP is 264 right now. Like, that is a lot of AP, and that's going to be actually really difficult to run out of in any, given battle. So, probably not as important as it used to be. Oh, I never didn't remember this tree being here. We should be able to hit that for, or with Pico later. But, alright. Let's get this started. Uh-oh. There he is. Where, tiger? Is this the monster? The tiger? Alright, I don't know if he's got anything to steal, but I'm gonna try anyway. I kind of doubt it. I vaguely remember him not having anything. Also, I suppose you could learn Snap here if you really wanted to. I'm not carrying anything. I don't really think that it's worthwhile to try, but yeah, I shouldn't say that. It's not that it's not worthwhile. It's just I've already got it, obviously. So, all right, I'm gonna use Ascension. Oh, I have Bone Break already. Jesus, that's nuts. Okay. Let's do... I don't think Fusion does anything right now because I don't think you can fuse with Gar. Let's do... let's do Shadow and Eldritch and Thorn. I have no idea if this really does anything. Look at that HP. Oh my god. Woo! Oh my god, Gar's a murderer. Alright, so you can poison with this guy. Oh yeah, this guy's got death. I'm tempted to try this out. I don't know if this will work. What I really should have done probably was researched these enemies a little bit more. Just to take a look and see if we can actually kind of land some of this stuff, but I'll be honest, I've been a little lazy. Nope, missed. Alright, 1 second here. Okay, so yeah, the Were-Tiger is actually completely immune to death and actually shadow. Or, I'm sorry, status effects as well. He is vulnerable though to psionic attacks, so things like snap would work. I think I'm just gonna use Dragon Breath. Damage altered by HP. Let's try this. Oh yeah. Yeah, we are just destroying this guy. Remedy and restore. Oh, oh yeah, that's right. This is I wonder if this is because I used the thorn. Or wait, did I use the magic form? I think I did the magic form, didn't I? Yeah. I always forget what spells you get, with the genes. So there, the Were-Tiger just runs away, and obviously we're not going to get any experience then. Yeah, you know what? So at this point, I actually think I might. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to do some fishing off screen anyway. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this one here. As always, I hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.